the date, I was like, wow, this is fresh, hot in the pan. Like, chicken wings just came out, mac and cheese hot on the plate. Shout out to Melba's. That's where we were at. But yeah,
I wonder how I would react to somebody calling me the wrong name.
Again, it all depends on how they play it off.
I might be out.
I would have been out.
I might be out. I ain't gonna.
But again, see, I don't know though, because
if it's sex, imagine that. I'm definitely out.
Sex is that's different.
Yo, you cool.
That's real.
Son.
By the time we get to fucking, you should almost know my first, middle, last, and social. Okay, not social.
Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing like people not fucking people out here. They don't even know their last name.
This is
stop
true.
Playing.
But the new me is social.
Right.
The old me is like, your name start with an M? I'm like, sure. I saw my Letterman jacket. What we trying to do? But yeah, so if you call me the wrong name, I might bail. Because I would leave thinking that you were mixing me up with somebody else that you were possibly dating. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't think of my old man reason where I'm just like, I just don't, names just don't click in my brain.
If it's like an argument and things are moving real fast, you might be able to blur. You might not be able, but there's a possibility you may blur out a wrong name.
Oh yeah,
just out of creature
just anger.
nature.
Yeah, like you're seeing red.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But if it was in the middle of sex, so that's definitely I gotta go.
But back to bad dating. No, there's never been a bad date.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm thinking of some, but again, I'm like, was it bad or did I just not like you? Because I could not like you and it'd be a perfectly fine date.
No, it could be I just didn't like you. That's why I can't say it was something bad. But like, if you after the end of the night, you're like, nah, I'm good. It was a good night. It was cool.
But there was never a time where I was out and like, I am mortified. Like I have to, like someone save me.
Yeah,
like someone called the cops or somebody. Like, yeah, no, that's never happened to me.
Have you ever? Hold on, since we're doing this right now. Have you ever tried to like had somebody bail you out of a situation? Like,
no, you know what's funny?
Call my phone right now.
I haven't, but somebody did that to me on Saturday night, and it was like 3 a.m. and my friend texted me, and
I did that a few times.
My friend was like, "Call me right now," but she didn't say "call me right now." She put this whole backstory, which confused the fuck out of me because she was drunk, and she was like, "I need you to call and pretend you're my sister because me and blah 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 is at this place." And I was like, "So you want?" And again, I know all of these people, so I was like, "You want me to call?" Let's say her sister's name is like Katrina. I'm like, "You want me to call and be Katrina?" I'm like, "But I don't sound like Katrina." Like I was so confused, but no, I've never had anybody bail me out. I've definitely been on dates and been texting my best friend and been like, girl, this shit is a dub. Like, I should have stayed with y'all at wherever we were at before. But that's what life is all about.
Have you ever been kicked out of somebody's house?
Hell no.
So what you about to do?
No. Because
Have you ever hit somebody else with that? What you about to do?
No. But
that's a nasty comment.
Because here's the thing, right? Because I feel like when you go to somebody else's house, as much like people think the ball is in their court, but really the ball is in your court. Because I can't kick you.
You know when I fucking feel like
exactly.
It.
Like I could kick you out of my house, but it's much easier to just leave your house, like, and as quiet as it's kept. Mm-hmm. My problem with most people is that I will leave or be about to leave, and people be like, "You leaving already?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, I gotta go. Like I gotta go." Yeah, no. A train stop running local at 10 o'clock. I gotta go. Lyft is gonna surge because it's raining 2 hours. I gotta go. Like I gotta go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I think that's probably like my worst dating experience. There was also this guy that I was like dating, and he had like this is like 2011, maybe 2012. This is a long time ago. But we were on the train, and I was looking through his iPod, and I've always enjoyed, we always do this thing like we guess, like, what are you listening to? Right. But I've always enjoyed, like, like, what's your musical taste? Like, even if it's not of things that are interest to me, I think it really does help define people. Mm-hmm. So I was going through it, and again, I was a little bit younger at the time, so a lot more naive. So I was like, where's Beyonce? Where's Jay-Z? Where's, Soulja Boy? Whoever the fuck was popping at the time, right? So I'm scrolling through, we get to the ends, and it's Notorious B.I.G., and I was like, oh, finally, a Biggie song, something I know.
At this point, are you guys sharing the headphones? Like, y'all got
no, we're not doing. No, that's gay. Like, that's a lot of homosexual. That's a lot. No, it was just like, I was just like,
y'all don't got the left and the right. Like,
yeah, no, we're not
splitting the.
We're not doing that today.
That shit's annoying.
That is annoying, especially if you have a song where it's stereo and not mono. So like, or if it's. No, if it's stereo, or if it pans in the song,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But if one of your headphones short out, you start getting like Ciara's every other verse, and you're like, well, who the fuck?
Why the fuck am I getting the ad libs?
Right? I know, perfect song. One time my headphones broke, and it was Lady Marmalade, like Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, and there's a part at the end where they go back and forth, and I think it's Maya, and she goes like left ear, right ear.
Shout out to Maya. It was her birthday last week.
It sure was. Yep. And so was Ashanti, randomly.
Yo, both of them like 36 and 37.
Yeah,
38.
Snacks.
Fire.
So good.
Woo!
But
prime real estate.
But yes, anyway, it goes that left right pan thing. But I say all that to say, so I was like, oh, Notorious. I was like, oh, Biggie, perfect. And he was like, well, I really don't even know who that is. And I was like, excuse me? Yes. And he was like, I mean, I've heard of him, but I don't really know any of his music. And I was like, you've never heard Juicy before? And he was like, no. And I played it, and he was like, not ringing the bell. And I was like, now this sounds superficial, but I'm going to have to go, because I feel like to understand Biggie is to understand a certain like lifestyle of living. It's you understanding a certain like Brooklyn mindset. Like, it's a lot that comes with just even knowing who Biggie is. Like, I mean, that's not why we broke up, but we broke up soon thereafter, because I was like, this is not gonna work. So
yeah, I understand. Like, certain things are turn off. That could easily be like a good perfect date until you get to the end, and it's like,
it's just
you
like,
fuck my whole
and
shit
again,
up.
it's not that you don't know Biggie. I feel like it's that you're not cultured enough for who I am. You know?
Do you ever like someone and like you just like, damn, why would you come outside like that? Like, you're
oh no,
like. Not that it's bad.
When my niggas come out the train at 59th Street, they be looking like joints. Like, that's right. Otherwise, take your ass right back down that escalator. Don't embarrass me. No. I remember, I can't say who it was, but one day.
Ooh, I need a name. I'm cutting these mics off.
No, I'm not saying no.
Yell it out. Go ahead. All right.
So one day,
Spice.
one of my aunts, I'll leave it bare enough like that. So one of my aunts saw one of my family members' exes in the street.
Right.
And they were like, yo, like, why is he walking around looking like that? And the family member was like, I don't know. And they were like, nah, they can't walk around looking like that because they're a reflection of you and you're a reflection of us. We don't date people that look like that. And I was like, well, it's kind of facts.
When my homegirls said I was extra, I was like, how every time you go out, you dressed up? I'm like,
when you go out? Well, no, when you go out, you do dress up. But it's not like...
Yeah, I'm extra.
I'm not like...
I'm like guac.
Yeah,
bitch,
I'm not like...
cost, nigga.
I cost, nigga. Is that your Real Housewives tagline? That's your beginning of Love and Hip Hop?
No, but
I'm like guac. I cost.
I mean, if you going to be outside, you're going to be outside.
Yeah, no, you do always just very... Again, and you're like someone... Which I feel like some people you have to tell, like...
If we go to an event, if you've been telling me to come to this brunch for like 2 weeks, like, come to it, I'm going to come to the shit.
That's why sometimes I hate going out with you, because I feel underdressed. Because this nigga show up, like, we at the Golden Globes, and I be like, nigga, it's the Hip Hop Awards. Like, it's not that serious. Like, we're at the source. Like, we're not doing all of that today. But you do always dress very nicely, though. Like, if I invited you somewhere... You're not someone that I would have to reiterate, like, hey, don't forget, dress code is blah, 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 because you always have a dress code until you go on dates and wear Nike Techs. If I was the girls you date, I'd be pissed. You're going to wear a Nike Tech on our date, but you're going to wear some poppin' shit to some brunch with some bitches you don't even know?
Look the part, be the part.
Look the part, be the part. Just do it. All right. But yeah, so...
I don't know. Going on a date, going on a date in some Nike Tech, it might get sporty afterwards.
No, this is true.
It
right?
might get real sporty afterwards.
Yes, I like a good jegging.
Yeah,
you know,
and you out with a stranger, it could get active. You don't know who the fuck you outside with.
A stranger. Well, hopefully by that point they're not a stranger anymore.
I'm not trying to get choked out with my Gucci.
This is true.
Slides.
Gucci slides. No, no. You can't get blood on those.
Right.
I mean, that's fair.
I need some mobility.
That's fair.
Yeah. Lace up my Air Force Ones, but
got you.
We gave y'all a lot of dating tips, and I don't know why we not even in this mode right now.
Were these tips?
Not tips, but we just how do you say, unraveling ourselves.
Yeah, a little transparency.
Yeah, a little transparency. As we step into the fourth quarter, will you be booed up this winter?
Booed up? Probably not though.
Oh, did you? No,
I didn't listen to that.
I'm chilling, man. This shit is myths. You go.
Yeah, no. I told you what I've been.
This shit is myth.
Yeah.
I play along with it, like, oh yeah, you're about to be inside. Nigga,
yeah.
If you don't get out my face.
Yeah, no. It's not real. Yeah, it's not real.
It's not real. But that was a good comment. Anything else we missing off the doc? New music you listen to? You watched the Quincy joint. I
did watch Quincy.
Excuse me. What did you think of it?
Quincy had a lot of sex and made a lot of music, and that was the whole documentary. I said this nigga.
Yo, when he was talking to Kendrick Lamar, like these motherfuckers, like he's like an old gangster. Like I like that shit.
He is. Even the part where he brought up the Quincy documentary on Netflix, but. even the part where he was talking about the East Coast. First of all, I totally forgot that Quincy creative vibe. I was like, how could I forget?
Yo, I forgot that too.
I was like, how could I forget good nigga facts like this? Like that's some shit that's like good nigga trivia.
But no, it's not even as good nigga. It's not praised a lot. It's not even mentioned a lot.
Yeah, like I feel like once I like heard like this, like once it popped up, I was like, this does sound familiar.
Like, I think Bevy was worked at Vibe. I'm not, and Mr. Ali Muhammad that was here on the show. They both worked there, and no mention. Like those are like kind of the early '90s, but which is I think honestly the way that people should start conducting business. Like I like that people can have their hands in things and not be like true. I mean, no shade, no tea, but like Diddy. Like if Diddy had a magazine, we would all know it was Diddy's magazine. Oprah, somebody I love. Yeah. Oprah's on the cover of that magazine every month. It's like, all right, sis, we get it. Like we understand. Like it's your magazine. Like we know. But I think it is like there's something honorable about. And again, I think it's just by the time Quincy created Vibe in like 91 or whatever it was, he had done so much shit prior to that where he's kind of just like, it's another check. Like it's another thing I'm working on. So. See, we work in a different time and a different space right now. Like, are you good at promoting yourself?
And I'm terrible. We work on the same show together. I'm terrible. You see how many tweets go out about this show? I'm terrible. 2 on a good week, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, I haven't tweeted anything about the show." God damn it!
I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers, and he was just, I was like, "Yo, if I'm not drunk or twisted, I'm not even good at talking in front of the camera. That's not like a thing that I'm."
Oh well, no, you know that I can do. As you know from my Elevator Chronicles,
but I got like this old not that I like a drug dealer type of thing. Like, don't put me in front of the camera. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like it. I don't know what it is. It's weird, but I think the different separation in time and age is that you can have a business and not be the force of it. But
which
now,
I think is super.
Dame Dash changed all of that.
Very much so. Yes.
Or Diddy. Let's start there.
Yeah. No, Diddy probably more so. Yeah. All up on the stage. But no, great documentary. A little long, but for someone that's had like a 70 or 60 year career, 2 hours, I guess is more than enough. A lot of white women being slept with. I said, wow, none of his wives or baby mothers are black or like of color.
Nope.
Like these are like the liliest of white women. And then once you see like the family portrait, I mean, besides like, the ones that have gone on to marry like black people later on, like his son or his kids, I was like, damn, there's some, like, all his kids are, like, super light-skinned because you mixing, Negro blood with, Caucasian blood, and you getting,
You said Caucasian?
I didn't say Caucasian. I said Caucasian, damn it. Excuse me, I watched Reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton. I know how to read and pronounce the words.
Caucasian.
But like, I was like, damn, like, did Quincy just not fuck with black women, like, at all? Which, again, is, like, a whole psych thing that I, like... The whole movie, everything else that he worked on, Thriller, The Wiz, Fresh Prince,
but he
Color
doesn't
Purple.
date black
so he
women.
don't date black girls? What's wrong with black girls? Like, what's the problem? But again, I let that be. I Googled it. There was no think pieces on it. There was no angry. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
As you should.
For now.
Did you listen to Ella May's new album?
No, did not. No, I did.
I can't stop singing that Jacquees song. I don't know.
I see y'all on Twitter are big mad that his version is now missing from the internet and hers is.
It's on Pornhub. Don't worry about it. Just go look.
I heard it's on Pornhub, but I heard it got snatched down from there too.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to go look at that, but I'm just saying.
I was gonna say I love Pornhub, which I do, but I was
Yo,
gonna say,
Malcolm.
No.
You gotta chill
The reason I don't know why I'm so fired up today, but the reason I was gonna say I love Pornhub is because I feel like there are no ramifications for it. So even like when Beyonce did Lemonade, like Lemonade was on Pornhub for a minute because like the way they filter their content is not like of YouTube or Twitter. Like everything flies on Pornhub. Yeah. So like if there's some shit that like, like an artist is like, I'm really trying to get ahead of this and control this. It'd be on Pornhub for weeks before they get it taken down. I'm like, how is this?
Because there's no monetization.
I'm sure. Oh, shit. That's it.
Hello.
But you can have a YouTube channel and not monetize though, so that's still kind of the same thing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can. You talk to a nigga that had a YouTube channel for a long time and didn't make no money. You could definitely have a YouTube channel and not be monetized.
But the thing is, you wasn't making like hitting the threshold. I think like if you getting like 500,000.
Oh, that is true though. Yeah.
Like,
now if you a big bitch in the game.
Yeah. After a while, they're gonna have to send you a check or a plaque.
Yeah. They wasn't worried about a little 500, subscribers and
get the fuck out of here. Get out the paint.
Yeah, they wasn't worried about that. Yeah. You're right.
But if it's Beyonce and you over here got like one day you hit like 900,000 and you by the end of the week you like, damn, 6 million streams.
That's definitely spiking the YouTube offices. Yeah. They're like, so what the fuck is this channel over here that was created yesterday doing? Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
Yep,
that's fair.
What else you got for us?
I don't know. I'm gonna say, let's
go.
Are we out of time?
No, we good.
Okay, so I would like to discuss some social etiquette. Now, usually this conversation is directed towards my Caucasian people. Similar, or not similar, but especially top of mind, that story with, do you see the woman that was in the bodega in Brooklyn and she accused like the 9-year-old boy of like sexually assaulting her, like grabbing her butt? So
I see that.
I think they're calling her like corner store Karen.